So, Last Oasis has been out for a couple of weeks now, and I'm starting to see more and more comments and questions asking how to get tablets, how to guarantee tablet success when using the fabricators. And I wanted to make a video detailing exactly what to do to make sure that you have a 100% success rate when making tablets. So before you even start looking for a fabricator, you need to at least have 100 fragments and 100 torque to make an attempt for a tablet. Now, 100 torque doesn't guarantee success, and if you fail, you actually don't lose the fragments. So, you're only going to lose the torque. But to guarantee success at making a tablet, you're going to need 400 torque. I'm not sure if the percentages equal out to like 100 being 25% success rate because obviously 400's guaranteed. But I do know that my first attempt, I had to learn the hard way. I did 200 torque and it failed. So pretty much from now on, I'm not going to do any attempts just because fabricators are pretty few and far between. There can be difficult to find. I personally am not going to make an attempt anymore until I have 400 torque just to not waste any time and fabricators. Now, torque is generated from just driving around on your walker and not using the boost. How I tend to do it nowadays is I have like few torque windmills on top of my base. I think that's easily the most efficient method. But once you have all the ingredients that you need, the tricky part is going to be to find an Ancient Fabricator, which is located on the hard maps. Uh, the easiest way and quickest way to find them is to go to the center of the map, and obviously this is fairly dangerous because these maps are pretty popular and you can run into other players who, obviously if they figure out you're looking for a fabricator, they're going to probably assume that you have the stuff to make a tablet, which they might want one as well. So they may attack you. A lot of times when I do this, I play and look for the fabricators at off hours. So there's less players on. It gives me, a good amount of peace and quiet uh, to go about my business. In this video, I'm using a dinghy, but even better options, I would say, would maybe even use a spider because a lot of the servers I've been in, people just completely ignore spiders because they don't generally hold a lot of goods if you attack them. Now, obviously, if you're at a fabricator, that could be a different story, but it would at least give you some time to look around for one, because finding it is the hardest part to begin with. Once you've found the fabricator, you're going to put the fragments in the left side, your torque in the middle. It's going to cap it at 400, so if you put in like 450 or whatever over 400, it's just going to keep the other bit of torque in your torque battery. And at that point, it starts a 2-minute timer, which is going to be signified by the blue circle that starts to slowly come around. If you check back periodically, your fragments will begin to disappear. The torque starts to disappear. You'll see some shattered fragments on the right side, and your tablets generally don't appear, obviously, until the very, very end. And so I usually, after putting all my ingredients in, I try to get a decent vantage point so I can see kind of all around me if anybody's coming up, and you just wait and pray. That's all you can really do. Now, if you know the skill that you want to get, it is not worth taking this back to your base. You might as well just use the tablet right then and there. You're not going to lose the skill if you die. There is no reward really to go back to your base unless you need to, like, your clan is doing like the funneling system and you need to give it to a crafter. Like, that's obviously, like, I understand doing that. But if you're using it yourself and you have the required tablets for your skill, there's no point in going back. Just use it right then. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found it helpful, please drop a like, leave a comment, and for more content like this in the future, please consider subscribing. I greatly appreciate it. Have a great day.